Hello and welcome. Right then, we're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking.
Right, as I say, you just come straight back in and it works straight away. As soon as it does that straight thing, there's no way it's ever sort of coming back from there. So, yeah, just finish this off and then we'll set it going on the other. We'll empty this into the lorry at the bottom, basically. So we've got a lot of the fit. I did expect it, and I know vegetables. Yeah, I have also got a mod that I'd like to put down, but at the end of the session, so you can see, it's called, I think it's artisanal salad or something like that, and it was a lot of, yeah, I keep looking for a mod that treats vegetables with respect. Giants it's a 3-to-1 recipe where you absolutely marmalize your vegetables and somehow manage to destroy 2/3 of them to make liquids, whereas if you're going to pulp them, there would still be a pulp residue left where you could be, but again we know that, yeah, I don't understand rude really, as in, like, Giants does approach this as a game, so it doesn't necessarily. It's weird because in some levels Giants want this game to be realistic, but then on other levels they make a game. I think we might get a little. Well, I forgot. I think, we may as well just do the next field, start it, and then I'll take these down to the. So this is the field we can't do on the right. I think the one. Yeah, so we can't do 56, 57, we get on 58 as well. Yeah, so we'll do 57. We'll get 57 out of the way, which really means it's probably better we sort of go over the brow of the hill. Yeah, it's such a shame because I do think, because some of those are not undulations, some of them are holes that I need to do what I did on the grass field, which is to level or to lift and then level. So there's quite a bit of work involved, and I think that is what most people sort of get, why JMGaming's maps get marked down a bit. And it's when you see your friend being marked down because of something that is in the power of his hands to do, it's sort of, you like to think, oh, why can you not? But it's, again, friends do say things to friends, and I've tried to, but with also the deepest respect. As you do with a friend, right? So that should be 57. Say activate 5.4 meters. Perhaps I should be a little bit more. But when I say a friend, I mean an acquaintance friend. Obviously, I only know JMGaming through what we've sort of done together. So it's not like a friend that I've met in life where I would risk that tenuous friendship because it's one of respect rather than whereas a friend where you go out for a drink and you've got that proper link with your friend, basically. Right, so stick this away and I am going to say my words, and yeah, no, I think I've covered everything. You can't belabor it. It's obviously I've got the utmost respect, and that's what I mean by a friend, someone who you have got the utmost respect for, but it's almost more of a professional through the game type of relationship, where I've got the utmost respect for JMGaming, and yeah, this is the bit. These are, you need to level this. You'll never soften it. It's the one that we had down the bottom, likewise, and. Obviously, like I said, really, if you were going to pour money in, you wouldn't really mind, but you would in a way, because I suppose what I'm trying to say is no other, I can't think of anybody else who does this particular thing, and I've played on an awful lot of map makers, even people who not through the mod, like Gary F and that I did for Around the World in, of course you are, it's going to be a turnaround somewhere, isn't it? Let's go have a look. At least it's vegetables. Yeah, at least it's vegetables. My life was a bit of a Yeah, that's a one that looks like it goes downhill. I mean, obviously the harvesters in real life, this would cripple them. There's no way you would actually manage this in real life. It wouldn't cope with some of these. They have to be sort of fairly good for this type of thing, and these are just not what you'd be able to do in real life. Obviously, the in-game harvesters do. Now, these have exactly the same faults, but this is it's not very often, but if you sort of play with the auger and put it in and out and you did it 20 times, one of those times it's going to book up and do the same as the harvester does, because it's really the body of that harvester that really in a way made it into a trailer, as we know if you look closely. So yeah, how do we get to that best? I think it's better to go now. There's crop everywhere. It's a shame really, because I wanted to do the middle fields because it's a stepping stone between all the other fields. But with that being the one, yeah, you can truly see the massive holes that you're going to need to fill to make this field actually work properly for harvesters. It was literally pushing me around. It's such a shame. It really is. I mean, I've got to be honest. I'm a massive respecter of JMGaming, but even I had enough of this. On Agras Balcones, he is one of the best map makers I know for updating his maps. He will literally update his maps, and if he finds something wrong, he's so meticulous that he will do that, which I think is a cracking thing. Obviously, what I should have done was not updated my map. But of course, me being me, wanted to have the latest version and to show everyone, my friends, embellishments that he'd. Oh wow! That he'd made up. Let's go around. Let's do this properly. Yeah, that he'd actually done. So I wanted to keep showing the features. I did the same on Rhombus, which then meant I'd got to keep switching my XMLs in. Well, on Agres, there were a lot of fields like this where there was some really horrible. Now, I'd done this about 3 or 4 times, and on the final, there was one day I was struggling with the thing, and I just spat my dummy out, as you do, sort of thing. I just had enough as a human being of keep doing the smoothing and all the rest. And that's my point, really. You don't have to do that on anyone else's map. I mean, I'm not talking about a bit of smoothing, I'm talking about major renovations, like lowering. You could, on Agras, you could mainly do it with smoothing, really, and you could on Rhombus. There were some schisms where there were like, yeah, huge cracks almost in the grounds. But obviously for farming, you couldn't manage with that. So, I mean, I've seen all sorts of weird and wonderful edges and strange shaped fields on lots of maps. That's nothing new. And some of these fields are better than others. Yeah, UVs, they're sitting in there, so I'll shift up and backwards. Love the unload speed of both these. Yeah, but you can look, if you look closer, you can see that the body is this really, but only slightly different, obviously. Yeah, okay, this is done. Should stick this. I suppose we could stick this in, because I would imagine that by the time we should be able to get across, well, around. Right, anyway, yeah, I'm going to say my words. Yes, we've got a lot to do, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think for this recording session, that is it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the beetroot field and, well, I could do 2 fields in one. I could sort of force it by, because as long as it's still in the harvest season, the beetroot still won't go off. So it is possible we could do it that way. What I'd like to do though is save the game and actually just see what this, it's on the edge of, yeah, see what this new production's like, and I'd like to do it at the end of a session because that way I can save it. And if it's, I've been sort of trying to keep an eye, as I said at the beginning of the session, for a vegetable type thing that's not too terrible. It doesn't, I don't ever expect perfection. Don't expect, just want a bit like the Farmer Jeb and the Emmentanas, where it's acknowledged that there's byproducts that you could still sell. Yeah, even if it's just pulp for something or whatever, and you made a little bit, or made pig food from it or whatever. Yeah, that type of thing where it's not wasting so much of the vegetables, really. So yeah, something like that. Even if it was 50% loss and 50%, you know, I can live with that. It's just a 2/3 loss. And that all of the modded ones that have come out since have also followed the same giant sort of guidelines for vegetables. So each one I've like thrown out straight away, because I would throw the giant ones out, but you're gone. It's true. There are a lot of the cereal factory. I would erase it from my mobs if I could, because it's just not a viable business. It's not. You would be lucky to break even, and I have done the maths. They're not all like that. I mean, the sugar business is good, oil business is very good. So it's weird that the cereal business makes no sense at all. Got an awful lot of this. Yeah, it's 700 odd tons. So this is now going to be. I didn't check what was in the. Yeah, obviously there's only. It's all nearly all carrots. Not a single. Yeah, it would have been nice. I know parsnips featuring. Oh, it's done it again. It's a good job we're stopping. Oh no, it's settled. That's all right. It's if it goes up right. It's the first time that one's done it, but probably is good that we're stopping, because yeah, the longer you do it, the more. So we got 801,455 litres of carrots, which they are worth quite a lot. That's just why I would sooner sell them for the profit that you get on normal economy than I would to invest in a very long-winded production that's going to take me a long time. What are these carrots then? Don't see them. Carrots. Yeah, they're worth 253,266 euros in January. So I just don't see the point in stripping that to a third and then making profit. And also, not only that, but the fact that it's a very slow-winded. I mean, the Giants ones, as I know in Sri Lanka, they don't even do what it says on the tin. It's production speed. Like if Omatana says hers does 250,000 litres in a month, it will do 250,000 litres in a month. Now in Sri Lanka, I was doing my best to try to work. I was thinking, is it splitting this between the three? How does it work? Because what comes out, it does not match the recipe on the Giants, and I'm like, do they do it differently to everyone else? I just don't get how it works with the Giants recipe when we all know it's with all recipes, and it does work with most. I mean, the only one that is a little bit strange is like the tiny silo and things like that. Something I worked out trying to do the mathematics on. We haven't got one over to look at. Well, yeah, it's true. It'll tell you it does cycles 106. So that one there is 168,000 that would do per month. That's what it's supposed to do. So that's the limit of its how much you can distribute of the water in a month. So that's what you'd expect for it to do. And I know the silage in that definitely works like that, because I've seen it so many times. The Omatana Farm Supply Factory is the one I've watched the most, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. But the Sri Lanka factory didn't. Right, so let's save the game. Yes, I mean, obviously we're going to earn a fortune. Now the other thing, yeah, or the olive oils. I think we looked at it. think we're okay. We're just rebuilding for next year, aren't we? Yeah, it's there's still a long way to go for that. So it's only 13 tons. Sunflower oil is in March. Sugar, we've got a lot of litres, but again, we're not selling the sugar, although obviously it is. Right, let's have a look. So I'm thinking it's going to cost us a fortune. I suppose now we could stick it on here to begin with. Let's just grab the John Deere. Yeah, because this is not really happening. This is a test, really. This is just to see what the recipe's like. Because again, you live and die by your recipes. Let's just put this out. Go in front of the house a little bit to make a bit of room. Yeah, I really don't know what was why the Unimog that's 241 horsepower was like floored by this. That's only 144. I don't get it. It's really strange. Oh, it's one potatoes. What's the add-on over there then? Can we lift it so we say surely we can lift this little box. So this is the sugar beet add-on. Stick this over here. Oh, applying. Okay, well that's one way to put it down. Please stick that there. Fantastic. It's a bit of this is needs a bit of stuff, but yeah, ground can be uneven. So did tick it when I came in. So if we stick that here just for now. If we like it, we will, but I don't think I'd put it here. I think I'd put it in the field over here and save this for something that needs to be flat. It's not flat there, but it's very undulating though, that I did see. So, I don't know where this is because I've only ticked it and looked. It's called the Artisan, I think it's a building like that. Rejigged one, I'm sure it is. Some very interesting buildings that Giants do. It's just, these the recipes, yeah. Let's have a look, yeah. Just no, you can't see, can you, unless you put it down. But you literally do lose 2/3 of your produce. I mean, the amounts that you get are very reasonable. That they were actually quite sound, whereas the cereal factory, the inputs are worth about the same as the one output, which makes no sense because you should make profit. Yeah, not break even at the best. Yeah, it really is at the best as well. Let's have a look. So, chocolate factory. I'm going to concentrate now, so I'll not go quiet. Yeah, because I really don't know what I'm looking for. Flavoured milk. Yeah, this is one by Fred Farcassus who has made the 3 farms map, which is a beautiful map. It is. I've got a mini series. I've not released it yet. I put it on the playlist for today, and I'm hoping to upload a few. I've had it for a while. I just looked today at things that and I thought, you've not posted that one yet. Let's have a look. It's fish farming, fruits and bush gaming, premium, homeware, ice cream, and bakery. My favourite bakery. Field products, magic bean. Done that one. Did that one on. And it's not a bad one to do. I wanted to do coffee. Yeah, and it was the closest thing to. And it's a very reasonable. It's not overpowered. You can make profit, but it's not. Yeah, I found it quite reasonable. Pasta. Where are you hiding? It's got to be at the end then. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. This is a good one. The Country Bakery by Black Sheep Modded. I'm looking forward to having a go at that. That's a potato one. That's not bad either. That's a new one by Jason, aka J Rock. It's a cracker. This is Chenben, great production. These are all Chenben's got some monstrous. Here we go. Washed crop. We don't want the washed crop version. That's for if you've got. I have got the premium, but I am not sticking things through that like that. So look what the difference is. Just washed instead of unwashed. Well, yeah. So it's not too bad. Right, we've gone and done it again. Yeah, I've not gone and put the zone markers on. Where am I, Tara? When will I learn? Right, well, there it was saved by the bell. Right, so actually it is just the side that it looks like, just out of interest. Oh my life. So that'd be 10 grand's worth of levelling. It'd be sitting on a huge sort of section of, we could do, no, it's that you need. The back is you don't, oh, hang on. Let's have a look, let's have another look. So yeah, but that's only the production thing. So we would need that there. That would be what you'd need. So let's do it anyway, just out of interest. And if we like it, and it does meet our requirements, then it's not that. Yeah, it's. I knew. Yeah, that's not bad actually. That's sort of what I expected. A bit of levelling here. Did it rip the? It should have gone through the fence more than anything. Yeah, it has. That's not too bad. Has it done anything to here? No, I did judged it for once not too badly. Yeah, be a little bit, a couple of floating. Wow, yeah, a little bit, maybe a little close to the back there. Let's have a look. Moment of truth. It's opened it, but it only opens on the productions. It's not actually opened on the bakery. No, that's not. That's our bakery. It is production shared. BJ. Here we go. It's at the top. Yeah, I like the sound of this, and I did see the recipe on the. It told you that you needed 1+1. Now we're short of parsnips. It may be not possible to do it this year. But yeah, there's a lot of parsnips. Yeah, some carrots, honey, which I knew there was honey. So this is more for everything salad, which again we'll look at the prices in a minute. So that needs carrots and beetroot. Well, that one we could do, but we would need to do bread, which we do make, and olive oil, which we do make, and we would need some eggs. And lettuce, yeah, we could do a greenhouse. Yeah, I'm not opposed to a decent greenhouse. Yeah, because there are a couple of good ones that I would actually go for that. So we need tomatoes and lettuce. So we need a standard or enhanced greenhouse, so we could put something like manure in or something like that, and maybe one of the seeds once, so it doubles the outputs and makes it reasonable. So we could do that, or there might be a garden that does it. Whatever, I would willingly do that. But this we could actually do. Would do 9,600 times 5, which would be about. If we said it was 10,000, that'd be 50,000. So about 45,000 litres of artisan salad per month. And I think this starts to get like, yeah, you want a cheese as an addition. It looks like that's all. I can only see the cheese as an extra. So we need to be looking at these because we already do cheese. So we do cheese. The only thing we're not doing is eggs, and obviously we a greenhouse to make those. The egg salad box is doing away with the beetroot. Have a look at it. Yeah, it looks like the only difference. So let's look at the prices of this little beaut. It's not terribly expensive either. Now this is my kind of thing. Now obviously it is using like the carrots and the parsnips and that. I'm sure, yeah, red beet is just not put together. So this is looking quite good. Now the only thing that would let it down now is the prices. If the prices for all of that effort are like cakes, when you work out the ingredients of all of that effort to make that, although it's a good price, it's not a good price for all of those inputs. If you work out your inputs, it's not. It's sort of okay, is all I'm going to say. So if we look, I'm not sure where these are going to be. I just wish you could guarantee, oh, they're going to be at the bottom, but it varies from map to map. Potato chips. Yeah, because this one here, the potato chips, is with another bit. It's got two bits, and it's got potato fries, And that's right down the really far. You'd think at least the same mod would actually, and it's not the mod's fault, it's the way the game does it. It split it. So the other half is right the way down the bottom. So it looks to me like it's going to be quite low. Yeah, it is. It looks like the new mod goes lower. Yeah, these are the black sheep modern ones. These are good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can still look at the price. They're not. These are not bad at all. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's the potato fries again. This is why I couldn't see. Yeah, there's no selling point. Won't show you that, which is yeah. I'm used to it showing me the price. Right, here we go. Honey roasted parsnips, which that wasn't a lot. I think that was, yeah, that wasn't terrible. Frozen vegetables was the easiest. Still not bad. Artisan salad about the same. And premium artisan salad is the same. Oh, that's a bit. It's like an across the board. You get exactly the same whatever you do. It's one of those. However, you could sell all the time. It's the fluctuation is really about 50 odd. So that would be something I would sell all the time. So really, you can do what you like with it because your price is exactly the same. Which is a bit. I've never seen one that handles it like that, but it's still not awful. But is it worth? Yeah, is it worth doing? That's what I'm trying to say. When you sort of consider 1,220, if you were just to sell, I always like to split this down. So if we just tear apart what the recipe and we look at bread and cheese on its own, you've already ruined the recipe because the bread's worth far more than that. And the cheese definitely is. So is there anything on here with, if you take those away, even the salad needs bread. That's the honey roasted parsnips, which I think that was the same price. Roasted vegetable. And that one, are probably, bearing in mind though, 4,800 times 3, so it's 15,000 litres ish, basically. But you're using, no, you're gaining as well. It's 2 produces 3, so you're not actually losing. You're gaining an extra number. And what about your honey roasted parsnips? 1 plus 1 equals 3 again. So there's a bit of increase, which is going to make up for. I like this. That's not bad. I think there's only those two I'd be interested in. These are too expensive to make. The bread and the cheese and the olive oil, especially. If you look at what you could sell 1,000 olive oil for, then why would you possibly stick your olive oil in? I know you'd need it, but what I mean is you've got to adjust the recipe, and it doesn't. Nobody seems to adjust the recipes to match what it would in real life. Maybe you can't. Maybe it's the limitation of the system. In which case, you need to adjust your price, your end price. What I'm trying to say is, if all of those imports for 1,000 were worth 10,000 and you're gaining 3,000, you're losing 7,000. And what I'm trying to say is olive oil per 1,000 litres is worth a lot. So is cheese, and bread's not bad. Eggs aren't terrible either. So what I'm saying is that's a terrible recipe. That's a terrible recipe. That's a terrible recipe. And that's a terrible recipe. That's not as bad, but it's still bad. But with that and that, they're good. Yeah, you've got to have basic business, and this is what I'm saying. The modders who make it, I suppose, yeah, Giants is a modder too, you could say, but like for 1,220. So if you just compare that, okay, let's just pick on one of the ingredients. So 1,000 litres of that, obviously we know we don't need 1,000 litres, but what I'm saying is, if you looked at the equivalent to the one, what it would be, if you're selling 1,000 litres of that and one constituent part is 1,000 litres of olives, so how much would one of olive oil, which is quite close to the top, so olive oil is worth 6,480. Who in their right mind is going to stick the olive oil in there when they can get 6.5 times the amount on its own? Yeah, you don't need to be brilliant at maths to actually work that that's not good. And that was only one particular percentage of that. I know in real life that the recipe's about right, but the price is awful. It makes no sense. Why would I sell that? I mean, there is an increase. So that's the what they've got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So actually, 7 produces 7, but it still doesn't alter the fact that that is worth all of that just by selling it on its own. The bread is worth a lot, and the cheese is worth a lot, and the eggs are worth a lot. What I'm saying is, it should be like 4 times the amount that it actually is to be profitable. So yeah, I'm not going to go any further because but basically, yeah, I'm not going to. Are we going to do this? Are we going to do it? I mean, the mod itself is sound. The only bad thing is we can't do the. Yeah, that was what I would be interested in. All that, so it means red beets are a total bust because they're only in that. I think there's 2 recipes with red beets, but they're the bad ones that are gonna like cost us a fortune to make. Again, it's the prices, and it may be that that is a mistake because I've never seen a mod yet where it's only just been released. So I'm not having a go. I'm just doing the maths. Yeah, the maths speak for themselves. It's nothing more. But I have never seen a mod where you've got much more complicated recipes that you don't get more. I think I could pick on any mods, including the Giants ones, where if you were to do a simple recipe, you only get a little bit, and if you were to do a more complex, well, cakes are a good example. Yeah, if you're going to do cakes, you do still get a lot. You just don't get a lot in relation to the recipe, into relation to the ingredients, is what I'm trying to say. Because some of the cereals, I mean, honey is a good one just to sell on its own. And that's a deer. What on earth that was? Anyway, yeah, it's true. So we're not down to 311. We'll be back up to 350 off because I'm not saving it now. I'm going to scoot. So I think yeah, no, we've shown that the only thing we need to do. So really, if we look closely, I say we're going to just sell our all of those. That's going to be a real. We've got to do 8 odd journeys, and obviously we've not done the beetroot yet. Which let's have a look at the size of the field. What are we likely to get from the beetroot field? It's fairly hefty, and we've got 56. So if you could say, which is not far off, if that was 400 and that was 400, then that's going to be 400. So that's going to be 1.2 million litres. That's probably about 400 too. So if that's the case, then that's an awful lot of lugging. We're probably going to need to invest in, I would say, the big lorry back, which is also 109 tons, so that we could take 200 and almost 250 tons to markets, and it's going to be a right trek. That would be a session in itself of me lugging everything to markets, definitely. But yeah, that's what it's like or likely to be. And they're not going to cheat. Whatever it says, we would. Yeah, let's have a look. What does it say? Right. It would be Heroneri Market. So let's tag that place and have a look where it is. I can't remember where it is. I think it's one near the top. So it's a Pharaoh trek. Oh, Watermill Market. Hang on a minute. They're not there. The markers are wrong. Ugh, that's not right. We know that's not right. These are not right, not where they should be. Yeah, these should be over here and over here. So let's have a quick look. Let's, because the watermill is down there. Ugh. Oh no, it did have stones. That is right. So no, this isn't a watermill. The watermill is here. It's across the road. So I would say that something's happened. Yeah, because it should just be over there. Is it? Yeah, no, it's to the left. It was over there. Yeah, the way that slab is, I believe. I believe I'm right. I might not be. It's frequently not. Oh no, it's not. That's a bit weird. It is. There's something strange now. I hope. Now we'd already saved the game, so I'm not worried. It's really thrown me now. The animal ones. Oh, it's here. I think it's there. If you go to the animal dealer, it's over there. Should be able to just. Yeah, I just want to sort of check this out now because. Oh, I can't even jump a fence now. Let's put a bit of a spur on. But it should be. Ugh. Has my map gone wrong or something? We know it's the right one because it's got vegetables. So that is very, very strange. Ah, there we go. It's here. No, that's where we've just been. This is where we started. This one's still right. Ah, anyway, yeah, I'm just extending the length of the recipe of the session. Do you know, seriously. Oh, it's like everything's mixed up. We didn't have this many rocks here. It's sort of like everything's all gone weird. I hope the map hasn't broken or anything silly, because that would be rather bad. But anyway, yeah, we shall investigate next time. Not going to save the game now, so the money will be back up to what it should have been. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.